Hi, first grade. I went ahead, I'm going to put all of our worksheets together in one video today. So as you work through these worksheets, you might want to work through them or listen to the explanations and then stop or pause if you need to before you go on to the next worksheet. Okay? The first thing I want to do is I want to explain to you your seat work worksheets. Looking at your phonics seat work, you do not have very much. Matter of fact, I have bows here and I have a big long X through the top section because I am not going to have you do this section because it's about a man named George Washington Carver, and he's super important, but some of the questions won't make sense to you unless you've talked to me about it first. So if you want to try it out, you can, but for the most part, we're just going to skip it. And then down here at the bottom, it says, drop the silent E, add a suffix. So you can choose one of these suffixes, but don't forget to drop the E before you add the suffix. On the back, again, this section here is about this man named George Washington Carver, and you don't know enough about him to write sentences about him. Okay, he's super important and very cool, but we haven't learned about it, so you need to just wait on that. Don't write any sentences there. Down here at the bottom, we're making contractions. Okay, so you can see whoops, I'm pointing the wrong side. You have, I have, right? A lot of times it's going to have that beginning letter in the front. If it's I, it's going to be one of those that starts with I. If it's they, it's going to start with they. If it's we've, it's going to start with we. Same thing over here. She is going to start with she. Okay, so really it's just the two sections on the bottom of this. Super easy, right? Okay, and then you're also going to do the first side of your writing worksheet. It's page 152. Now we're practicing the letters P, Q, and R. Look at that cool policeman right there. He's pretty awesome. And then down here, you're going to practice writing the letters, and then down here, you're going to write the word under the correct sound. So C would be, and it's kind of blurry, hard to see. And then there's another one that would have a C sound, and you have a G, and Fred, DGE. So you're going to do those two worksheets today. Then we're going to go ahead. If you want to pause and go ahead and do those now before you do the math worksheets, you can, or you can do them after we're done here. Anytime you need to look back at the explanation, just go back and start the video over. We're going to look at math fact homework A. It's not fact homework, math fact practice A. And I have this up on our, what looks like our Mimeo board. So I'm going to share that now. I'm going to change the screen so it looks like you can see what we normally see. And if you want to take a minute to go ahead and work through all of these are all subtraction. Remember, we're taking away. A few things, remember, if their numbers are right beside each other, then those are going to be a difference of 1. So the answer is going to be 1. If, taking away 2 is like, we'd look to see if this is an even or odd. This is odd. So it'd be like counting backwards. Subtracting from 6, we learned how to do with our handy dandy tools. So 10 minus 6, put down 6 fingers and what do you have left? Okay. So these are all strategies we've learned. -1, so easy, right? -0, so easy. Okay. So take a minute to pause this video and then we'll go back over the answers together. Okay, hopefully you paused the video long enough to get through all the answers. Let's check our work. 10 minus 5 equals 5. 8 minus 7 equals 1. 9 minus 2 equals 7. 10 minus 6 equals 4. 3 minus 2 equals 1. You can check that. Let's go to the next row. 10 minus 9 equals 1. 10 minus 4 equals 6. 5 minus 2 equals 3. 6 minus 5 equals 1. 8 minus 2 equals 6. Okay, next one. 11 minus 2 equals 9. 8 minus 1 equals 7. 1 minus 3 equals 1. 10 minus 3 equals 7. 7 minus 6 equals 1. How are you doing? You getting them all right? I hope so. Here we go. 5 minus 4 equals 1. 10 minus 1 equals 9. 2 minus 0 equals 2. 9 minus 8 equals 1. 6 minus 2 equals 4. So that's what we have there. We're going to go ahead and take a look now at our guided class practice. And when we do that, Mrs. Zimmerman has a numbers chart I like to put up here so that you can see it when we go to look at our numbers in a little bit. You're gonna, if you haven't already, you're gonna write your name, the date, and the day of the week. Today's date is April 21st, 2020. And the day of the week is Tuesday, capital Tuesday. And then you're gonna write tally marks for 21 over in this space here. On the number chart, it says write the number 112. Wow, that's gonna be big numbers. 112 on the 100 number place chart. So we'd put 1, 1, 2, and then it says circle the digit that tells the number of tens. So we're going to circle the 1 right there. The digit that tells the number of tens is the 1. Okay? All right, here the story problem. Walter counted the puzzle pieces. He had 2 groups of 10 pieces and 6 extra pieces. Draw a picture to show the 2 groups of 10 pieces and the 6 extra pieces. Well, let's look what their picture looks like. Oh, that puzzle looks very confusing. Puzzle pieces just look kind of squiggly, right? So here we see 2 groups of 10, and then here's 6 left over, okay? So it says, how many pieces did Walter count? 26 pieces. If you have 2 groups of 10, and 6 left over, then you have 26. Okay? Here's one. It says, write a some more story problem using the numbers 6 and 9. So I'm going to type some information in there. You'll see my information coming up. And maybe I can help you come up with some ideas to answer that story. Okay, so I'm going to put a box in here. A some more story. Let me see what it said here. Some more story. Remember, that's adding using the numbers 6 and 9. So I might say, I picked 6 flowers for Mom, and Sister picked 9 flowers. How many do we have now? So you could write anything there, but you're going to want to choose something with the number 6. Look, I wrote this out. I'm going to put the number in there. It's a little easier. Whoops, that's not a 6, that's 9. I picked 6 flowers for Mom, and Sister picked 9 flowers. How many do we have now? You got to have this sentence here to show how many is there now. That's how you finish the problem. So you could have, I had 6 balls and my friend had 9 balls. Or you could say, I ate 6 jelly beans and my friend had 9 jelly beans. Make sure it's making more. And then also you have to have this question to finish it up. How many do we have now? Or all together we have, and then you can give an answer to that. Okay. All right, let's look ahead. Write a number sentence for your story. So some more story, it would be 6 plus 9, right? Oh, it went away. Let me go back. 6 plus 9, let me put the answer here. I don't know why I didn't tell you the answer. 6 plus 9, do you remember what 6 plus 9 is? 6 plus 9 equals 15. Adding 9, remember you pretend to add 10. So it'd be 16, and go backwards 1 to get to the 6 plus 9. So 6 plus 9 equals 15. Okay, color the penny brown. That tells us they're going to be only 1, right? Color the penny brown, there it is. But all of these, this is a mixed group of coins. We have to know what's what. These are smaller, and this says 1 dime. These are a little bigger. And then there's your penny. So let's count 10, 20, 25, 35, 45, 55, 56. How much money is this? I counted that completely wrong. How could I count that wrong? 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45. Hold on, I'm so confused. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 41. Guys, I had the wrong answer to begin with. I don't know. I'm going to back it up. Mrs. Zimmerman makes mistakes too. 41 cents. Count it more carefully than I did. Good thing I had this to check. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, polygons. Well, we learned about polygons, right? Draw a four-sided polygon in the box. Now remember, when we drew a polygon, we started with dots. That will really help us if we start with dots. So you can maybe put a dot here and then a dot here. Remember, polygon rules is that you put this here. Whoop, that's a huge dot. Polygon rules say you have to have straight lines, and these are kind of straight. It's kind of hard when I write on my computer. And no curved lines like that one right there. Pretend like it's straight. It's kind of hard to write with your computer. And no openings. So you have to connect every dot. Okay? My polygon looks a little, Hopefully you can do better than me. Can you do better than me? Let's see it. Okay, let's see if they gave us an example of a polygon. Yeah, look, that one looks like a diamond. It could look like anything, but it should have 4 points. And from those 4 points, you can make 4 sides. Find the answers. That's where I got this hundreds number chart up here. So remember, if we're subtracting 10, we're going to go up from the bottom of the chart. For adding 10, we're going to go down from the bottom, top of the chart. So let's look at this. 51 minus 10. Let me find 51. Minus means I'm counting backwards or going up to the 10s in front. So 51 minus 10 equals 41. Okay? 34 plus 10. So now we're adding, we're going down. 34 plus 10 is 44. Okay, now we're going to add 3 single-digit numbers. Now I noticed only a few of you played on Freckle, and I had a section on Freckle that had adding the 3-digit numbers. I give a shout out to Knox because he did it. I give a shout out to, I'm trying to remember who all did it, Knox and Bo. There was one more person, but only 3 people got onto Freckle. So if you didn't get onto Freckle, you didn't do part of your assignment. Okay, make sure you're getting onto Freckle if you can. Some of you can't because of phones or whatever. Okay, so let's look here, but that's where you find practice on 3-digit numbers. All right, let's see if there's one here that's easy to figure out. I see that 2 plus 8 equals 10. That's easy to figure out. So 10 plus 7 equals 17. Okay, all right, so that's all 4 pieces of paperwork that you have to work on today. I gave instructions for your seat work and your math paperwork. Make sure you're getting to it. Mrs. Zimmerman checked all of last week's paperwork, and I saw what a great job some of you did. Some of you on your paperwork kind of acted like you didn't care about it. So make sure that you care about it because you're going to have a grade for it. Okay, so get to work at it, and I'll talk to you soon.